Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Brian the Divine Healer here. Divine Squad, how the hell you doing over there? Y'all kicking it up a notch for me. I appreciate that. Special shout out to somebody you know who. Anyways, channel's doing great. More subscribers, more likes, more shares. More people are getting it. So you all are telling the fucking Subway guy. That's amazing. Thank you all. Appreciate that. Now let's get down to some business. Finished the whole tribe, the whole zodiac is all done, right? January done, because we're moving on up, right? That's right. So right today, I'm just gonna do a collective reading. That means there's some mixed energies that I'm gonna put out in the message. You know what I mean? So those that are in my squad that know kind of what's going on, sit down, enjoy yourself as you usually do. So thank you. Mwah. Anyways, noobs, here's the deal. Noobs are new people that come onto my channel, right? So you might be shocked, you might be however you take me, but you're here for a reason. And that reason is to hear what I gotta say, okay? So thank you for coming. Take off your shoes, sit down, relax, because I'm gonna school you a little bit, because this is class in session now. Okay, so I intuitively read cards, I get messages, and you know, I put them through the tarot, but I also interpret them through intuition. Okay, intuitive tarot could be something, I don't know, but you know, I'm kind of a smart ass, but that's all part of the message. You know, it's the way I convey things. It's just how it comes out. Not a medium, but very similar, because I just put it out. Anyways, so what I do is I draw 2 cards from the deck for your energy, the duality of yourself. Yin and yang, positive, negative, so on and so forth. Polar, you know, north, south. You know how that, you know, that shit? Come on. Don't make me Google some shit and print it out for you so you can read it. Yeah, I think you get it. Okay, so once I pull the cards of your duality, so 2 cards to find out the balance of who you are, then I pull cards to read a story. And in that story, it's very what it is, okay? I don't read for the past or the future. It is for this fucking moment right now. That's all I do, okay? And it's for the collective today. And so finally, at the end of the story, here we're going to come with the outcome. Okay? So noobs, you got it? Y'all can go take a 10-minute smoke break. Come right back. No, I'm just kidding. Stay there because we're going to get popping right now. So, I already been shuffling a little bit. Because these cards feel like they want to just fucking jump right out of my hand. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, collective. This is your current energy at this moment. We're going to find out. First card that pops out. Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords. That's fucking truth. That is what I like to say now further. You know, it could be a fresh perspective, because Ace is a new start in something, and your Swords is your mind. So you're looking at things differently. You're approaching things differently as a collective. I'm not really picking signs because it's not directed towards a single sign. I'm reading for the collective. So if you're watching it and some shit fits, okay. If it doesn't fit, KK, right? Resonating, okay. So back to the story, okay. So this is truth, but this is also connecting to your higher self. You are in tap with the divine. See the crown up there and the sword and the spirit guides, right? It's all being orchestrated for you to come into your higher self, knowing the truth of shit, seeing very much clear. You can't get better than that. Yeah, so, what the fuck, right off the bat, huh? Tough guys and shit. That's good. We need strong warriors, because these times right now. Okay, it's always a battle, right? Always a battle, but we're gonna win. Here we go. So here's the second half of your energy, right? The energy that's gonna come out for you, the collective in my reading today is gonna be this. Wow. The Lover's card. Divine Ship Lover's card, right? because the wings, divine, heavenly, that's the, okay, when I speak of the Lovers card like this, with the wings and the, you know, like the tree of life kind of, and the fruit, the Adam and Eve, you know, the abundance also, you know, but this is like the divine coming in and putting these two together. That's how it is. And that sword right there is the motherfucking truth. Ooh, so some of y'all are going to get together with your person, with your divine counterpart, with your forever person, because this is what is being orchestrated right now. So that is the current energy right now. So people are coming together, and it's truthful because it is divine, and it also is their counterparts. So divine feminine, divine masculine, emperor, empress, shit like that, because it's supposed to be meant to be. Oh shit. Okay. So the card that popped out is the Three of Hearts. Hearts, swords. Don't get it confused, okay? The swords is your mind. It looks like a bleeding heart, but if you really look closely, those are roses, okay? That's the interpretation of the intuition. It's not a broken heart. It's in your mind and how you feel is some of that stuff that looks like it hurts and stuff. Time will get over some things, okay? So there has been some kind of pain and sorrow and hurt, you know, that had taken place. Not between these two yet. We don't even know as the collective, just because that's the energy of the collective, and it's hard to rope in for now individually specific when we're doing for the collective. But so some of y'all will be definitely coming into some of your own, the other half. That next card, I'm going to pull another card because I need more after this, because right now it's kind of fucking vague. Okay, Three of Swords, right? Three of Swords. What is going on for this? Okay, so Two of Swords pops out. Now, to me, with the Two of Swords, which is under the Ace of Swords, so it's just, this is a mental choice. Because twos are about decision, but this is a blindfold. This is also an intimacy card. This could be various other things, but with the Three of Swords and the Two of Swords, that's 5. So 5 is change. 2 is choice. So it's all leading into making a decision, despite having to let something go that possibly you loved, for this divine ship, countership. So sometimes people will, you know, we're like with a karmic. And a karmic is a person that's just kind of in your life to teach you a lesson, or you're there to teach them a lesson. Right? Then, sometimes we get into those relationships where, you know, the lesson hasn't been learned. And then finally it does, and then you have to like let it go. Even though if you don't want to, for different reasons of your own, that's to me the Three of Swords. So it is sad that things have to be let go and change, but there's still like, you know, you're not devastated. You're not totally like, because it wasn't your choice possibly to be, you know, letting this thing go or whatever to now move forward. That's the choice. The Two of Swords, you have to make a choice and decide to stay in the herd and not recognize your divine counterpart that's coming for you. We're going to see. We're going to see right here now with this card coming up. Wow! Here it comes. Hot, fast, and ready like a Little Caesars pizza. Can't beat that for $5. Right? 8 of Wands. Shit's coming in hot. Messages coming in fast. Passionate. Wands. It's your mojo, fire, spirit. 8s. Okay, so it's either saying that once you make this decision to accept what you have to change to be able to move forward to go into your rightful spot, with your rightful person during this time, right now, you make this decision and you have to make it blind. So that means you are turning off your emotions and thinking logically, rationally. Okay? Because this is the time now. You're getting the messages, you're getting the hint, you understand that you're feeling this. Truth. Ace of Swords, truth. Ace of Swords. Right. Okay, so let's keep going here and find out what the fuck's the rest of this story, because it's getting juicy. Okay, so the King of Cups pops out. King of Cups is, you know, recognizing that, you know, somebody is a, you know, they got their shit going on. He's a king, right? Emotionally stable, marriage material kind of person. Abundant, right? You know, see the fish down at the bottom. Okay, so that tells me that there's like nothing like fishy going on, but just because this person kind of looks chivalrous but kind of hangs down low a little bit, doesn't mean anything other than it's a balance of this person. So he can stand in the murky water basically and still shine. That's the point of this person, this divine person. Then you have to make this choice over. It's King of Cups. Okay, King of Cups. Okay, so I'm gonna pull another card for the final row of this story, and we're gonna keep going. So Page of Cups. So offer of love comes out. Okay, an offer of love definitely comes out. That's what this message is. So this is coming in hot and fast from a person that you know is long-term stable and can take action and is emotionally grounded by being the King of Cups. Who is your divine partner? Excuse me, sorry. And then this comes out to you. So the message is there, and then the offer is presented. Okay, so you're aware, and you've been deliberating. You make this choice to the King of Cups, who is your divine counterpart. Cards pop out. Here we go. What the hell, Johnny? What are you doing over here telling me the story before I can lay it out fast enough? So 2 cards popped out. Justice, boom, and then boom, the Devil card. It's fucking crazy. How does that happen? Okay, let's pick this apart a little bit here. I get you, Johnny. Okay, so first, there is justice with this offer. That's meaning that is the truth. That is, you know, the what it's supposed to be. It's truthful. It's genuine, right? It's supposed to be. Okay, just the way it is. It's good. There's nothing hidden behind it. There's nothing devious about it. Okay, but now that the Devil card popped out, well, that is under the 2 of Swords, which is also under the Ace of Swords. So that tells me here that with the Devil card popping out after the Justice card, well, you sealed the deal in the relationship. You understood because you had to make this choice because you knew the messages. You were aware, and so you were seeing this person as the King of Cups, and you were evaluating them because they're under the Lover's card, who is your divine counterpart. And so the offer was made, and then judgment was called. So that's a done deal. Now the Devil card pops out, and that says, hey, guess what? It could be a false person. It could be something wrong. You know, could be lying, cheating, manipulating. But it also could be, self-sabotaging. I'm thinking self-sabotage because it's under the 2 of Swords. The 2 of Swords is making that choice, right? You know, rationally with your fucking brains, right? Swords, your mind. And it's under the Devil card. I mean, on top of the Devil card. So, I think it's a be aware card. Be aware of tricking yourself and self-sabotaging yourself. Because it's under the choice card. So that's really the pull for me to think you're going to think it's too good to be true, right? Because it is your divine. And you were putting all the hurt and stuff that you probably went through to have to let things go. That wasn't your choice. But now the choice is yours to make. Because you know, because the fucking 8 of Wands is pointing right at the Lover's card too. I can't tell you any more directions on how this is being guided. So you know this person's the one, you would accept this offer, and that's justice. But the devil card is saying, don't self-sabotage yourself. Don't trick yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Let's get the card after this and see how you bounce out of that. Boom! Well, you go into hermit mode, okay? So you're afraid of that. You're afraid of it. You're afraid of self-sabotaging. So y'all just, hey, collective, just with the hermit and these big decisions emotionally and things like that, to see if things are right. Because sometimes we don't see things that could be so plain as day to others, right? So go within, right? Hermit, go within, Virgo energy. Do some inner healing. Look at yourself, look at the situation, analyze things, weigh things out, right? Find your light, right? They're basically going in to fight this self-sabotaging energy, right? That's fucking it in a nutshell. You're going in yourself. The inner work is to fight yourself from self-defeating yourself with this and thinking it's too good to be true, okay? That's really it. Have a sip of your coffee. Puff and smoke if you want. Leaves you upside down. Hangman. But if you look at this part right there, see the ribbon or the rope, whatever you want to call that shit. No, it's not sack, but the shit that's holding him up, right? And he looks so graceful, but there's like a bubble, like an orb around him, okay? So this says that this is being put on hold only because of you, okay? So it's not the person, it's not the presentation, it's not the fucking anything, but it's just the other divine counterpart that just connected with themselves, okay? So you just ascended, you just connected your head to your heart. Now you realize who the fuck you are, and then God says, bam, here's your divine counterpart, because this is time for that shit. And like, wait a minute, I'm still trying to get over this shit. But you had a choice to make, swiftly, towards this King of Cups. And the offer was presented in its truth and its justice, but your self-defeating energy will get you hung up all the time because you're doing it to yourself. That rope was wrapped around there very specifically and very intentionally to look graceful, now hanging upside down and not struggling. So it's still part of that self-defeating energy, destruction, self-sabotage. So it's saying, basically, go in hermit mode and see this about yourself. See this, really. I mean, realize with the devil card that, sure, you have to fight off certain energies and things like that to prevent self-sabotage. That's great. But what's the root of the cause? Who's doing it? You know what I'm saying? So when you start looking at that, now you see yourself being like, oh, fuck, I'm kind of doing this to myself. And so then you can ungracefully yourself from this fucking hang status. And we're going to see how you pull your head out of your ass. Right now. And that's official. That's a government official. That's church official. Very grounded, very moral, very... Which is under the Page of Cups, and that's the offer. So this is saying... This is the truth with the Ace of Swords, and it's official with the Hierophant, okay? This is a very divine union, okay? So we got the Lover's card for the divine ship, and then we got the fucking Hierophant also confirming the divine ship, right? This church, organization. Don't let me get into the Webster's fucking dictionary over this shit, huh? Okay, you get it. So yes, that's a double confirmation of this is definitely a divine who you're supposed to be with and who's coming towards you, right? Which is your counterpart, your other half. So it's justice. That's going to be the way. It's official. It's the union that's supposed to be. So go within and trust that shit and unhang thee, because here is your Tower. And that's under the Justice card. So because of your devilish, self-destructive, self kind of defeating energy, which means, I don't know, I don't think I'm good enough. Is this the right person? All this doubt. When God just said, have no doubt, trust me, and everything will be fine. You were supposed to go in to see that, but you couldn't because you didn't know where it was coming from and why you're feeling this way, but you didn't realize it was yourself. So now we have the Tower moment. Boom! Tower moment. Disruption. I don't know if it's chaos or turmoil or like this thing's fucking over. I'm not saying you fucked it up, but by not. Because we all go through this. I didn't realize it because I didn't see some things. So you didn't really take some things seriously. Okay? So here we go with the rest of this shit. And find out what's going to topple this devil card. Let's get a good one here. 2 cards came out. Okay, so the 5 of Swords comes out. So now that's like, you are you are mentally changing where you're taking a stand in your mind. You're defensive, but you're taking a stand where you are willing to think differently. So now you're starting to think differently because the Strength card also popped. That's a beautiful fucking baby lion. Isn't that so cute? Wouldn't you just want to squeeze those fucking cheeks? Yeah! Okay. So Strength card. Good. You learned your lesson. You've seen it. Okay. It was under the Hermit card. So you fought against this devil energy. The 5 of Swords fought against the devil, the self-defeating energy. Through the Hermit mode, you gain the strength to see. You hung yourself up. Oh, I like that. We all do learn lessons, but you know, we'll never learn a lesson until we see what was wrong. And if we never see what was wrong, then we get our lives toppled a little bit. Okay? Those are my dogs barking at the truck guy for the trash. Wham! So then the Ace of Swords pops out. I mean, Ace of Wands. Whoa. Ace of Swords is already at the top. That's the truth. So the Ace of Wands comes out, meaning that this is now a new, passionate beginning. So the mojo is fired up. The passion's fired up. This officially is the Bona card. So this is a big, huge, raging hot on, right? Now phallic. Which is under the Hangman. Which is under the King of Cups and your lovers. See how it all lines up? I can't even deal. Okay, so once you gain the strength like this to see yourself and how you can come out of this devilish energy of self-defeating yourself, you do see the light. You do realize this is your divine counterpart. And you get the strength to persevere through your own convictions, to recognize, and then move forward with the strength to start this passionate new beginning. Last card of the story, people. Are you enjoying yourself so far? What do you think? Tell me. Put the comments out. Hit the likes, the shares, subscribes. Tell your friends, your neighbors, the subway guy, right? Collective reading today. Here we go. Okay, so now even though the Page of Swords comes out, this is so many new beginnings, right? The love offer, the passionate new beginning, the new perspective on your thought process on shit. Because you learned something today. Was how to go in and see yourself, not as not focusing strictly on the problem, but really getting to the root and seeing that we ourselves could be our own fucking problems. And once we are enlightened to those ideas, well, then things really start to happen. So congratulations, collective. That's the way to go. So here we go. I'm going to pull 2 cards for the last part of the finale of this grand story in my collective reading. So Divine Squad, and thank you for y'all. Love yous. This is going to be the verdict, the guilty verdict or not. Are you going to is it's going to be sealing the deal because justice is already out there. So here we go. Well, damn. Albie. That looks pretty, huh? It surely does. That's a Chariot card. That is successful forward fucking movement. This can't be stopped. Because on that picture, they're bigger than your fucking whole imagination. Because it's divinely driven. And God always gets his way. So see it, believe it, because it is. Amen. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. So this is the last card to finalize this whole outcome here. Bravo. This is pretty good. I like that. And death. So that will bring change, transformation to yourself, to your partners, to this new passionate beginning. The changes of the air. Collective. Go out there and get it. But when you're out there, spread the word of some peace and love, would you? Tell the subway guy, hey man, thanks for making my shit. You could say shit, but say thanks, right? Because then he's going to feel like, man, somebody noticed me about some shit that I did a good job with. And that's going to make that person feel like $1 million. Well, then it's going to spread, right? That's what we want. So, collective, divine squad, noobs, thanks for coming to my channel. We have fun as much as we can during this time. I wish everybody being safe. Have no fear because God is always here, right? Thanks for coming out, joining, subscribing. Hit the like button, ding, ding, dong. Hit the fucking gong bell because you know why when I make these, it's going to pop up. So you might be in the shower, you might be taking a poop, and you're going to be like, oh shit, I got to get another video, I got to grab my coffee because something good's coming up. Anyways, thanks for coming out, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks. Peace and pray.